It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see Dalvin Cook. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Buccaneers and the Bears, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from... Deshaun Watson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Penalty a moment ago. It'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken. Before they work it across midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Harris, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Burrow on play action. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got it. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give, running left is Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Set.
From the red zone now, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Bucs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Harold Landry able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Cook. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Come on, ready?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquez Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. An option handoff given to Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 26. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Throwing again is Watson. And caught by Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now throwing on third down, and he cannot connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On one, ready?
Give to Cook out of the gun. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Here we go.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 3rd and 1, Burrow got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Burrow. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Watson's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Gun. Shot.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Burrow will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they run with Harris off the option. And some space here. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down, here's an option right. They juked him. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Watson. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have the Bears' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Harris running straight ahead. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Harris, 22 yards. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to connect with Mims. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And this one complete again to Mims. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Tampa.
Here we go.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They hand this off to Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. He's got Smith here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Watson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Up the middle, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cook again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Burrow's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Cook up the gut. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gun.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to roam now. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late.